I'm back on now. So guys, are you all back on? I should not say any kind of supermarket brand just because I'm drinking a beer. We're back on. I am back on. I'm streaming now. There's people watching. Donna, it's a new feed, not keep watching the same old feed. Just search for me again. Sorry guys, slight technical hiccup there. Got 8 people watching now. So we're just waiting for everybody to turn up again. Oh, literally that was like a split second after I mentioned where I bought the can of beer from. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So guys, yeah, 10 rounds and 57 points up for grabs. 5-7. And I've split them up, so the ones where I think you might need to have a think, I shall be taking a break and doing the answers after that. If that makes sense. So as we go into the commercial break, obviously not commercial break because I'll get banned again. We shall do the question that I might need a bit of thinking about, and grab your drink, have a wee, and then we'll do the answers, then crack on with next set of rounds. Just waiting for everybody to join in again. Skills are here. Looks like the red and white quizzes have turned up. Just waiting on the Antisocial Salmons makeshift team getting together. The DFS lot trying to get back on again. Rally's on. Just need confirmation on the messages that DFS are on, and the Butterworths, they're here tonight. Yeah, so back to work this week. DFS Factory's back up and running, limited capacity. CDC's delivering furniture, albeit in a limited capacity as well. Obviously, adhering to the social distancing and what we need to do with that kind of stuff. Obviously, make sure everybody's safe. Well, DFS lot on anyway. Yeah, so Wednesday, factories were full of people again. Oh, it's a Blade Skivvo team tonight. We had some knowledge last time they teamed up. So yeah, driving again. Wow, that's interesting. I also have to, get dressed before 10 a.m., which I don't have to get dressed before 10 a.m., I suppose, but I think the office might have issues with it. The Butterworths joining. I think once the Butterworths have joined, and I think the Red and White Quizzards are on, and I think the Taylors are on. Just trying to confirm it now. Oh, Butterworths are just trying to find it because obviously it's a new stream. No weird rounds tonight, no new rounds. Oh, I can carry on. No daft rounds, although I have incorporated Richard's Who Am I round. Just wait for Butterworth to come on and then we'll crack straight on with the fun. Yeah, but don't forget, guys, although social distancing measures are being lifted, the virus is still just as strong and as dangerous as what it were when it were killing 300 people at the start of lockdown, and we're still killing 300 people a day now. So, football's going to start up again soon, behind closed doors. As a Barnsley fan, not sure we'll see the difference. We are, Butterworths are on, but we're still trying to find it on the TV. Yeah, I know. Made 8 pigs here in it, didn't I? Well, I got in for a long ride because we're about 10 minutes behind schedule, and oh God, I've ruined it for everybody. Oh, Nana Butterworth. Oh. Just waiting on a few more guys to come on. As long as they're not following the original link, obviously. Your video has been removed from YouTube. As you'll be on, violates our guidelines. We've removed it. We think it violates our community guidelines. I don't know. No, it doesn't really tell me why I've been removed. Just say it's been removed. Maybe I can't promote the drinking. Well, we're going to be starting with current affairs again. I hope you've all got a pen and paper. Just waiting for Nan Butterworth to join us and Butterworth to find it on the TV. Good evening, guys. Still not seeing that influencing the Butterworths. Come on. We have 1,000 people watching this disaster. They mind 16. We've all been keeping safe as we all drift gradually back into work. We did a race night last night. Fun, to be fair. Quite a good laugh. A couple of technical difficulties, but no, that stopped us from enjoying it. Just trying to get tails on an all because they can't find it. Oh, what a disaster. You live and learn, don't you? Yay! Woolworths are on. His number to a phone though. Dun, dun, dun. So guys, we've got the current affairs round, we've got the alphabet round, we've got the letters round, got the who am I, got a nicknames round, the good old connections round, which is a little bit harder than normal. Right guys, I think we're all here. If you're not here, shout up. Well, let's start getting quizzical. So, current affairs, question number 1. US astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken entered. How's the beer? Oh, I can't tell you. Hey, Nancy. US astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken entered the International Space Station, having become the first humans launched into orbit by a private company. But what nickname did they give the SpaceX Dragon craft in which they travelled? It's multiple choice, this one. So what name did they give the SpaceX Dragon craft in which they travelled? Was it Endeavour, Enterprise, or Falcor? So US astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken entered the International Space Station after being the first humans launched into orbit by a private company. But what name did they give the SpaceX Dragon craft in which they travelled? Was it Endeavour, Enterprise, or Falcor? Question number 2. The Queen was last weekend photographed outdoors for the first time since UK went into coronavirus lockdown. But what activity was she doing? The Queen was last weekend photographed outdoors for the first time since the UK went into coronavirus lockdown. But what activity was she doing? Question number 3. Auction house Sotheby's raised almost 1.5 million as collectors competed for rare spirits. But the sale of a 258-year-old bottle of spirit set a new world record of £118,580. What kind of spirit was it? Was it a cognac, an armagnac, or an absinthe? So the auction house Sotheby's raised almost 1.5 million selling off rare spirits. The sale of a 258-year-old bottle of which spirit set a new world record of £118,580. That's for a bottle of, can't say because it might be copyrighted from a 258-year-old monk or brewer. So it's cognac, armagnac, or absinthe. Da-da-da. Question number 4. Which TV presenter opened up this week about her husband's 10-week battle with coronavirus, revealing he was now clear but still in a critical condition? So which TV presenter opened up this week about her husband's 10-week battle with the coronavirus, revealing he was now clear but still in a critical condition? And question number 5. 2-point question. Woo! Warning, 2-point question. So, which place was the focus of the first sport to resume after lockdown restrictions were eased, and what sport was it? So, 2-point question. Which place was the focus of the first sport to resume after lockdown restrictions were eased, and what sport was it? Right, guys. Does anybody want any questions repeating? No? No questions? No one's typing? No one's writing? Let's carry on. So, US astronauts enter the International Space Station. What did they name the SpaceX Dragon craft in which they travelled? Endeavour, Enterprise, or Falcor? It was the Endeavour. So, the Queen last weekend was photographed outdoors for the first time since UK lockdown began. But what activity was she doing? She was riding a pony. If you put horse or donkey, you get, yeah, that'll count. Well, yeah, she was riding a pony. On my zebra impression. Auction House Sotheby's raised 1.5 million selling off rare spirits, but the sale of a 258-year-old bottle of which spirit set a new world record at £118,580. Was it a cognac, an armagnac, or an absinthe? It was a cognac. £118,000. Question number 4. Which TV presenter opened up this week about her husband's 10-week battle with a coronavirus, revealing he was now clear but still in critical condition? It was Kate Garraway. And your 2-point question. Which town was the focus of the first sport to resume after lockdown restrictions were eased, and what sport was it? Well, the town was Barnsley, but I will also take Kettering, and it was pigeon racing. The Barnsley Federation of Racing Pigeons released 4,465 birds from a park in Kettering at 10 a.m. for them to fly 90 miles home. Organiser John Greenshield said he saw his 35 pigeons start arriving at his allotment in Wombwell about 2 hours later. So pigeon racing and Barnsley, but I'll let you off with Kettering because that's where they departed from. And that concludes this week's current affairs. And once again, no celebrity deaths. So we're on to the alphabet round. We are now on to letter F of the lockdown period. So F for fish and chip shop, for French fancy, for flagrant abuse of the copyright rules on YouTube. So, question number 1, guys. Due to their food intake, which wading bird is famous for its pink plumage? So, due to their food intake, which wading bird is famous for its pink plumage? So that's, don't forget, guys, it's the alphabet round. All answers today begin with the letter F. Question number 2. Surname of the actor who played Princess Leia in the original Star Wars trilogy. So, surname of the actor who played Princess Leia in the original Star Wars trilogy. Question number 3. In what 1980s computer game does an amphibian try and cross a busy road? In what 1980s computer game does an amphibian try and cross a busy road? Question number 4. Which dolphin was the title character of a 1960s TV series starring Brian Kelly? Which dolphin was a title character of a 1960s TV series starring Brian Kelly? And question number 5 on the alphabet round. What is the name of Calgary's NHL ice hockey team? So what is the name of Calgary's NHL ice hockey team? For example, if it were basketball and it was the Oh God, New York, it'd be the Knicks. If that ever means it's the Calgary something. What is the name of Calgary's NHL ice cream team? Ice hockey team.
Shout out time for some of you that shout out every week. It's Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
At the end of the quiz, Lauren, will you go to bed like all the rest of us, please, without any upset? Will you be a good girl, go to bed for your mummy and daddy? Right then, guys, so that was the alphabet round. All the answers begin with letter F. So, answer to question number 1. Due to their food intake, which wading bird is famous for its pink plumage? Obviously, flamingo. Surname of the actor who played Princess Leia in the original Star Wars trilogy? Fisher. Carrie Fisher, that was. In what 1980s computer game does an amphibian try and cross a busy road? Frogger. What a game. What a game, Frogger. Which dolphin was the title character of a 1960s TV series starring Brian Kelly? They call him Flipper, Flipper, faster than lightning. No one you see is smarter than he. Yeah, well, that song. And what is the name of Calgary's NHL ice hockey team? I'd like anybody's random guesses to be put on the comments, please, because it's the Flames. It's the Calgary Flames. I hope you all put something amusing. Right, guys. Oh, the Calgary Foxes. Somebody put. Right, guys, are you ready for the letters round? So, shout out to Elaine Sims because it is one of her favourite rounds. So, are we ready? We'll have this round. We'll have this round of questions. Take a break, and then I'll do the answers. Just in case, so get a pen and paper, and if you want to scribble any ones that you're struggling down with, quick 2-minute break, and you can then crack on. Question number 1. Somebody put the Calgary Farts. That was question number 1. Question number 2 on the letters round. So like I say, you've got a bit more time on this round, so if you want to write them down, any that you're not sure of. And after we've had a drink and a refreshment, we'll go for the answers then. Question number 3. Question number 4. And 5th question on the letters round. Right, guys, so anybody repeating? If not, go grab yourselves a drink, go to the toilet, do whatever you want to do for a minute or two, and then we shall resume with the answers to that round. Directive. Right, guys. Oh, question number 4 repeated. 1 second. Sorry about that. Question number 4. Right, dudes and dudettes, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, and colleagues and people. Question number 1. Easy one, this one. 12 signs of the zodiac. That better? Yeah. Is it? Is that right, Donna? 8 tentacles on an octopus. And this answer number 3. 29 days in February in a leap year. Now the trickier ones, I believe. 90 degrees in a right angle. And probably the trickiest, computer term, 8 bits in a byte. 8 bits in a byte. So guys, that's the end of that round. We should have our 16 points. So we're all doing well. And we are now on with the Who Am I round. Right. So taking inspiration from Richard last week when Ricky Martin, yo. So if you answer it after the first clue, 5 points. Second clue, you get 4 points. If you answer it after the third clue, 3 points. Fourth clue, 2 points. And if you answer it after the fifth and final clue, you only get 1 point. If you get it right, obviously, not just answer it. We're going to do Elmo, but then I thought... Right, so your first clue for 5 points. Get it right after this clue. You have got to be a genius. So it's question number 5. I am a female American singer-songwriter. Female American singer-songwriter. Clue number 2. I am known for narrative songs about my personal life, which have received widespread media coverage. I am known for narrative songs about my personal life, which have received widespread media coverage. Question number... Oh, sorry. Clue number 3, not question. At the age of 14, I became the youngest artist signed by the Sony ATV music publishing house, and at 15, signed her first record deal. At age 14, I became the youngest artist signed by the Sony Music Publishing House, and at age 15, signed her first record deal. Clue 4. Her 2006 self-titled debut album was the longest charting album of the 2000s in US. So her 2006 self-titled debut album was the longest charting album of the 2000s in the US. Clue number 5. Some of my biggest singles include Love Story, You Belong With Me, I Knew You Were Trouble, and Bad Blood. Obviously, be honest with what clue you got it on. No point cheating yourselves, is there? But I suppose if you had a lucky guess, you had a lucky guess. So, quickly go through all the clues, and then I'll give you the answer. Female American singer-songwriter. Known for narrative songs about my personal life, which received widespread media coverage. How does Kat know about Brett? At age 14, youngest artist signed by the Sony ATV Music Publishing House, and at 15 signed her first record deal. Her 2006 self-titled debut album was the longest charting album of the 2000s, and some of my biggest singles include Love Story, You Belong to Me, With Me, I Knew You Were Trouble, and Bad Blood. And yes, correct. The answer is Vinnie Jones. Now the answer is Taylor Swift. Wait, yes, Grandad Butterworth. Right then, better than me, because I don't know who Taylor Swift even is. So we are on to guess the year. So if you don't know it, have a guess. Right, so question number 1. What year is this? The first ever Lethal Weapon was released in the cinema. This was the year that Fred Astaire died, but Hilary Duff was born. This was the year the digging of the Channel Tunnel started. And Star Trekking by the firm was number 1 for 2 weeks. So the first ever Lethal Weapon film was released in the cinema. This was the year that Fred Astaire died, but Hilary Duff was born. The year the digging of the Channel Tunnel started. And Star Trekking by the firm was number 1 for 2 weeks. Trekking across the universe on the separate enterprise. That one, yeah. Question number 2. What year? It was the year it became compulsory to wear seatbelts in the UK. Neil Kinnock was elected leader of the Labour Party. Return of the Jedi was released this year. And Michael Jackson was number 1 for 1 week with Billie Jean. So yeah, it became compulsory to wear seatbelts in the UK. Neil Kinnock was elected leader of the Labour Party. Return of the Jedi was released this year. And Michael Jackson was number 1 for 1 week with this song. I'm not going to do a proper club round, I just can't do it. Right, so question number 3. What year? Blu-ray discs go on sale for the first time in this year, and Pluto is declassified as a planet. The TV presenter Steve Irwin is tragically killed by a stingray. In this year, movies released were Happy Feet, The Queen, Borat, and Cars. And also, Take That reformed and had a UK number 1 with the song Patience. I don't know how tune goes. So yeah, Blu-ray discs go on sale for the first time in this year. Pluto is declassified as a planet. TV presenter Steve Irwin is tragically killed by Stingray. Movies released this year were Happy Feet, The Queen, Borat and Cars, and Take That reformed at the UK #1 with their song Patience. Question number 4. A lot of clues in these years, to be fair. Question number 4. What year is this? Monica Lewinsky's book went on sale in America. Jill Dando was shot dead outside her home in Fulham. David Beckham and Victoria Adams were married. The film Candyman was released in the cinema. And also, this song was #1 this year. Chocolate Salty Balls by Chef was #1 this year. So, Monica Lewinsky's book went on sale in America. Jill Dando shot dead outside her home in Fulham. David Beckham and Victoria Adams got married. The film Candyman was released in the cinema. And Chocolate Salty Balls by Chef was #1 this year. Question number 5. What year is this? The Queen starts to pay income tax. Graham the Turnip Taylor resigns as England manager. And Intel unveil their Pentium processor. The UK's #1s in this year were Mr. Blobby, Take That With Prey, and Meatloaf, I'd Do Anything for Love. And the movies released this year were Jurassic Park, Indecent Proposal, Schindler's List, and The Fugitive. So in this year, the Queen started paying income tax. Graham the Turnip Taylor resigned as England manager. Intel unveiled their Pentium processor. UK's #1s this year were Take That With Prey, Mr. Blobby, and Meatloaf, I'd Do Anything for Love. And the movies released this year were Jurassic Park, Indecent Proposal, and Schindler's List. And if anybody needs any questions repeating, I hope not, because there's a lot of words in this. And on to the answers, unless somebody chips in quickly. Number 1. The first ever Lethal Weapon was released in the cinema. This was the year that Fred Astaire died, but Hilary Duff was born, and this was the year that Digging of a Channel Film started, and Star Trek by the film was #1 for 2 weeks. It was 1987. Question number 2. It became compulsory to wear seatbelts in the UK. Neil Kinnock was elected leader of a Labour Party. Return of the Jedi was released this year, and Michael Jackson was #1 for 1 week with Billie Jean. 1983. Answer to question number 3. Blu-ray disc on sale for the first time this year. Pluto declassified as a planet. TV presenter Steve Irwin is tragically killed by a stingray. Movies released this year were Happy Feet, The Queen, Borat and Cars, and Take That reformed and #1 hit with the song Patience. 2006. Next question, number 4. Monica Lewinsky's book went on sale in America. Jill Dando was shot outside her home in Fulham. David Beckham and Victoria Adams were married, and the film Candyman was released at the cinema. Also, Chocolate Salty Balls by The Chef was #1 this year, 1999. And the 5th and final question of Guess the Year is: the Queen starts to pay income tax. Graham the Turnip Taylor resigns as England manager. Intel unveiled their Pentium processor. UK's #1 this year were Mr. Blobby, Take That With Prey, Meatloaf, I'd Do Anything for Love. And movies released this year were Jurassic Park, Indecent Proposal, Schindler's List, and The Fugitive. That was 1993. So, guys, that concludes the Guess the Year round. We will end this period with the connection round. So, once again, 5 questions. All 5 questions, all the answers to the 5 questions will have a connection. The connection, though, this time is a 2-parter. There is an adequate answer and there is a perfect answer. If you only get the adequate answer, that is a 2-point bonus. If you get the actual detailed answer, it is a 5-point bonus. So 10 points are up for grabs in the connection round, and then we'll take a break. Are you ready? Are you steady? Question number 1. Who does Josh Brolin portray in the title role of a 2008 film directed by Oliver Stone? So, who does Josh Brolin play in the title role of a 2008 film directed by Oliver Stone? Question number 2. Before Lewis Hamilton, who was the last British driver to win the Formula One World Drivers' Championship? So that's prior to Lewis Hamilton, who was the last British driver to win the Formula One World Drivers' Championship? Question number 3. Who plays the role of Jack Bauer in the TV series 24? Who plays the role of Jack Bauer in the TV series 24? Oh, so Butterworth just wants to know what year was it in question 1? Question 1, the Lethal Weapon 1, Fred Astaire, Star Trek by the firm, 1987. Right. Question number 4 in the connections round. Who played the role of Captain America alongside Jack Nicholson and Dennis Hopper in the 1968 film Easy Rider? So who played the role of Captain America alongside Jack Nicholson and Dennis Hopper in the 1968 film Easy Rider? And your last question on connections round. It's the person who rides for Captain America. So who rode the Captain America alongside Jack Nicholson and Dennis Hopper in 1968 film Easy Rider? Which actor? And question number 5. Who did Louise Nerdin marry on the 29th of June 1998? So who did Louise Nerdin marry on the 29th of 1998? Right, guys. A little bit of time to think about that one. Time for a wee, time for a pee, time to get my wife some more wine, I'm guessing. And I'll see you in 2 minutes to go for the answers. So just repeating question 1. Who does Josh Brolin portray in the title role of a 2008 film directed by Oliver Stone? Who, Lisa, who does Josh Brolin portray in the title role of a 2008 film directed by Oliver Stone? Who? Right, guys. Give not long. Have you all had a wee? Oh, you've all had a pee. Oh, you're all ready for the answers. Get my brain working. So, question number 1, and here come the answers. And I hope, just to be honest now, guys, obviously, as I give you answers that, you're all going to be, you could have a better clue to what the connection is. Can we lock them answers in now for what you believe the connection is? So, question number 1. Who does Josh Brolin portray in the title role of a 2008 film directed by Oliver Stone? He plays George W. Bush. Prior to Lewis Hamilton, who was the last British driver to win the Formula One World Drivers' Championship? Damon Hill. Question number 3. Who plays the role of Jack Bauer in the TV series 24? Kiefer Sutherland. Who played the role of the rider of the Captain America alongside Jack Nicholson and Dennis Hopper in the 1968 film Easy Rider? Peter Fonda. And who did Louise Nerdin marry on the 29th of June 1998? Jamie Redknapp. So there are your 5 points. Now, if you got the connection as famous father, 2 bonus points. But if you got the connection as they all followed in their father's career, 5 points. George W. Bush followed his father George Bush into presidency. Damon Hill followed his father Graham Hill into motor racing. Kiefer Sutherland followed his father Donald Sutherland into acting. Peter Fonda followed his father Henry Fonda into acting. And Jamie Redknapp followed his father into football, Mr. Harry Redknapp. So a bonus 5 points if you got they followed in their father's career, but a bonus, just simple bonus 2 points if you only got that they had a famous father. Right, guys, so request round, and this request round today is the Greatest Showman. So it's the Greatest Showman round. So, question number 1 on the Greatest Showman. What is the name of Hugh Jackman's character? So I've got no one. Now, when Lewis Hamilton won it in 2008, Jenson Button didn't win it till 2009. So before Lewis Hamilton in 2008, it was Damon Hill in 1996. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton won it in 2008, Jenson Button won it in 2009, but Damon Hill won it in 1996, which was the last one to win it before Lewis Hamilton. Right, so no, he's mate. I panicked when I thought, on a minute, yeah, bloody hell, Jenson Button. Yeah, so Greatest Showman. What is the name of Hugh Jackman's character in The Greatest Showman? Second, yeah, it's worded a bit wrong. Not wrong, but ambiguous, I suppose. Question number 2, Greatest Showman. What is Anne Wheeler's act? So what is Anne Wheeler's act? Right, so question 3. What song did Zendaya and Zac Efron sing together? So what's the main song that Zendaya and Zac Efron sing together? Question number 4. Multiple choice question. Who directed The Greatest Showman? Was it Michael Gracie, Hugh Jackman, or James Mangold? So who directed The Greatest Showman? Was it Michael Gracie, Hugh Jackman, or James Mangold? So for the director. And the final question, 2-point question, alert, 2-point question. What are the names of P.T. Barnum's kids? Yes, so there you go. Anybody wants any questions repeated? My phone don't want to charge up today. And pigeon racing officially is the first sport after lockdown. You tell that to pigeons, Carl. What are you doing? Oh, Donna's going upstairs to ask Gracie for a bit of help on that question. So we've only got 3 rounds to go. Food and drink, nicknames, and the Dingbats round. By popular request, the Dingbats round continues to feature on. I'm sure everybody from my office will be able to be testament to my artistic abilities. Jess, if you're listening, I actually genuinely finished your 1-year anniversary card today. So I shall print that off on Monday. Make sure you remind me to print it off. So, answers on a postcard, please. So, question number 1. What is the name of Hugh Jackman's character? And hoping no one else realizes it's P.T. Barnum. Yeah, I know, Mark. Question number 2. What is Anne Wheeler's act? She is a trapeze/acrobat. So if you've got trapeze artist or acrobat, that is the answer on that one. Obviously played by Zendaya. Thankfully, I didn't ask who was Anne Wheeler, and then follow it up with the question, what song did Zendaya and Zac Efron sing together? As that is Rewrite the Stars. So question number 3, what song did Zendaya and Zac Efron sing together? Rewrite the Stars. What a beautiful couple. Question number 4, who directed The Greatest Showman? Was it Michael Gracie, Hugh Jackman, James Mangold, or me? Yeah, so Michael Gracie, Hugh Jackman, or James Mangold? Well, the answer is Michael Gracie. And what are the names of P.T. Barnum's kids? It didn't necessarily mean that could have been Hugh Jackman, you know. But what are the names of P.T. Barnum's kids? It's Helen and Caroline. So that was a 2-point question. 2-point question. Helen and Caroline, 1 point each. Right, guys. So, food and drink. I'm going to blast through now. Food and drink. Question number 1. What fruit is traditionally used in Eve's pudding? What fruit is traditionally used in an Eve's pudding? Question number 2. What term is used for a piece of sautéed or rebaked bread, often cubed and seasoned? So what term is used for a piece of sautéed or rebaked bread, often cubed and seasoned? Question number 3. How many standard bottles of champagne are in a Magnum? How many standard bottles of champagne are there in a Magnum? That's a Magnum of champagne, not a chocolate lolly, ice cream lolly. So, question number 4. A Singapore Sling is based on which alcoholic drink? So, what is the base drink of a Singapore Sling? What is the base alcoholic drink of a Singapore Sling? Question number 5. I hope the DFS guys have got Dave playing with him today. If he's popped in and not had to dash off. If you were touring the vineyards of the Hunter Valley, in which country would you be? So if you were touring the vineyards of the Hunter Valley, in which country would you be? The Hunter Valley. If you were touring the vineyards of the famous Hunter Valley, or well-renowned Hunter Valley, in which country would you be? So guys, going to battle on through. Question number 1. Answers on a postcard, please. Which fruit is traditionally used in an Eve's pudding? Does anybody want any questions repeated before I crack on with answers? No. Which fruit is traditionally used in Eve's pudding? The answer is apples. Obviously from the Old Testament or the New Testament, where Noah fed apples to his animals. Question number 2. What term is used for a piece of sautéed or rebaked bread, often cubed and seasoned? It's a crouton. What posh people have in their soup? It's a crouton. And then you also dip your bread in as well. I mean, well, bizarre. Question number 3. How many standard bottles of champagne are there in a Magnum? Answer is 2. A Magnum of champagne is 1.5 litre. A standard bottle of champagne is 0.75 or 750 ml. 2 bottles of standard bottles of champagne make up a Magnum of champagne. And which alcoholic? Question number 4. What is the base alcoholic drink of a Singapore Sling? It's a flavour of the last 2 years. Gin. Gin. And if you were touring the vineyards of the Hunters Valley, in which country would you be in? You would be in Australia. Pour another beer on the barbie. No offence to any New Zealand people watching. If you were touring the vineyards of the Hunter Valley, you would be in Australia. So that concludes the food and drink round. Now, standard round, just a different topic. Basically, I'm going to give you the nickname of a famous person or thing, and you guys are going to tell me what that nickname is, or who or what is behind the nickname. So let's make a start. Question number 1. Which politician was dubbed the Iron Lady and Attila the Hen? Which politician was dubbed the Iron Lady and Attila the Hen? Question number 2. Who is the Big Yin? Who is the Big Yin? Bigyin. The Big Yin. Question number 3. Which American city is often referred to as the Windy City? And question number 4. Which animal has been nicknamed the Ship of the Desert? Which animal has been nicknamed the Ship of the Desert? Question number 5. Who was the Wizard of the Dribble? Who was the Wizard of Dribble? The Wizard of Dribble. So guys, the penultimate round answers, and then we're on to the film Dingbats. Nicknames. Which politician was dubbed the Iron Lady and Attila the Hen? No friend of mine. Margaret Thatcher, Milk Snatcher. Ding dong, the witch is dead. So which politician was dubbed the Iron Lady and Attila the Hen? Maggie Thatcher, Milk Snatcher. Question number 2. Who is the Big Yin? Billy Connolly. Who is the Big Yin? Billy Connolly. Question number 3. Which American city is referred to as the Windy City? That's Chicago. Chicago is known as the Windy City. Or wherever Gracie visits on a day trip, that tends to be a very windy city. Which animal is known as the Ship of the Desert? That is a camel. The camel. Does anybody know what you call a camel with 3 humps? Humphrey. And question number 5. Who was the Wizard of Dribble? Sir Stanley Matthews. Sir Stanley Matthews. So guys, I hope you've all enjoyed that one. We are now on to the film Dingbats round. Are you all ready for the first film? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, by the way, all my own artwork and not to scale. Please bear that in mind. Not to scale. Are you ready? What film is this? Yes, I did draw it myself. What film is this? Question. Number 2. What film is this? If anybody wants any handing up later after we finish this round, I'll do that again. What film is this? Question number 4. What film is this? And your final question of the night, and your final film question, your final dingbats question. What film is this? Did anybody want any questions repeating on the film dingbats round? We've more or less finished on time, but we had to speed it up. Apologies, guys, for getting copyrighted for simply telling you what kind of beer I was drinking. But, you know, you live and learn. So still not sure why that first week I got copyrighted then. I mean, what was it? I mean, I played a theme tune from a TV show. Wait, what one? Right, so question number 2 is getting repeated. Oh, Ian Skirrell wants it repeated as well. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing how warm these sequins can get. Hailstones today. Hailstones. I feel like we're in some kind of like biblical retribution. We just had the plague. We had a lot of these weird insects not long back, and obviously now we've got hailstones. Number 3. Right then, number 3 is getting repeated. Number 3. What film is this? Obviously not to scale, but quite a good artist impression, I think you'll find. Right, guys, I hope you've all ready for the answers. So, nice and easy one to begin with. Obviously, I didn't have a black pen. I did have a black pen, but too thick to do that. So, your first film, your answer is Rambo. Ram, Rambo. Rambo. I hope you all got that one easy one. Question number 2. So that is a red E. That is a football player. That is a bone without the B, which means one. Ready player one. Ready player one. Hashtag not as good as Star Wars. And this one, which quite happy with. So that is the state of Pennsylvania, and that is the city of Philadelphia. Like I said, very, very close to scale, but not scale. Question number 4. The word gone in the middle of the word minute. And a minute, as we all know, is 60 seconds. I feel like Ted Rogers. Gone in 60 seconds. And question number 5. Final question of the night. What film is this? It's The Dark Crystal. That's crystal, that's bright, that's crystal, and it's dark. Dark Crystal. That round is the round that takes me the longest to do because of the amount of films that you're trying to do that you can't draw. I should have saved you some of my attempts early for BMX Bandits. That was quite a disaster. Donna thought it was Smokey the Bandit because I knew it weren't good enough to go, so I showed you. And then some other ones I didn't show were. I first tried with BMX Bandits as a BMX holding a gun. That didn't work out either. The Taylors have got 35. The DFS crew have got 42. The Butterworths have got 35. DFS guys now playing together rather than against each other. Oh, Khalees has got 32. His milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard. The Skivil Blade Skivils have got 36. And the ASS, Antisocial Salmons, have got what? 38. 38. Oh, unbelievable, Mr. Sims. The Red and White Quizzers have got one more than the highest score declared. After announcing it last. Well, 43 for the Red and White Quizzers, who find themselves finally back on the top after a few weeks of poor performance. It's almost no. You'll believe we have this conversation every Sunday morning or every so often about the scores coming in. But you want a bit of fun and get over 1,000 viewers. You know, I might be able to. I don't believe you, Carl. You ain't got 44 because I'm sure the quizzes might recount and get 45, and then we'll just be here all night. Just it's not bargain hunt. Right, guys, I hope you're all staying safe. I hope if you've had to go back to work, that your company's looking after you because they've got to, they should do, and they should be making sure that you're safe and making you feel secure. If you're still on furlough, keep up with it. It's a nightmare. I know it's boring, it's terrible, and as long as we're locked in on a Saturday night and got nothing else to do, I'll keep doing this quiz, and I'm sure Rick. I'm not calling anyone a cheat. I'm just laughing on the what's the word? Coincidence of it all. I know I don't get any pocket money. I also paid board for 5 years, and which you didn't, Mr. Sims. But yeah, so I hope you all keep it safe. I hope you're all well protected out there. I hope you're all still social distancing, even though we can now start around to people's houses just in time for rain. I'll sort that money out. I keep forgetting to transfer all them 20 quids over for our Max Stag Do. Lolly got 21 on her own. Oh, Nicola. That's why you need it. play with people. And I think our Mark's messages are coming through late because I've only just got them. Yeah, carry on shielding if you're shielding as well. Sorry, Kath, forgot all about you guys. You can't even go out and don't really. But like I say, stay safe. Football's back on only behind closed doors, so but at least maybe something to watch on telly other than Euro 96. But that seems to be on all the time. Hashtag stay safe. Where's my mouse doesn't control this one. Hey guys. Oh, a quick joke to leave you with. I did one. I did a camel with 3 humps. Me and Donna and Grace went out for a walk today, walking down one of country lanes, and a tractor coming towards us. Turns out it was a magic tractor because as it got closer, it turned into a field. Yeah. Magic tractor. Turned into a field.